A man once told me that greed was a disease. I didn't know what he meant at the time. When I flew to Tokyo for the first time, I knew nothing about it. My boss, a huge casino owner and real estate dealer, sent me from New York to find a guy who ripped him off for a serious amount of money. The man I was looking for was Akio Kashiwagi, a vicious stock market shark, real estate mogul, and gambler. A big fish in Tokyo. My job? Find the guy and bring back the money. I had a lead, but it wasn't much. As soon as I was breathing the air of central Tokyo for the first time, I felt a weird tickle in my fingers. Back then, I didn't really know what that was. Now I know. It was the feeling of money in the air. In the late 1980s, Tokyo ran in a different gear. The streets were filled with shiny new cars, and businesses were popping up in every inch of the city. It felt like everyone was making more and more money, and the real estate and stock markets started to reach new dimensions. People were dressed in the latest fashion, ate out at fancy restaurants, and drank fine liquors from all around the world. And the Japanese made a big fortune with exports, too. From Walkmans, first cell phones, to portable computers, they seemed to be light years ahead of the rest of the world. But it wasn't just the gadgets that were blowing everybody's mind. It was the whole economic drive of the country. Tokyo was full of money-hungry businessmen. Everyone was filling up their pockets, and business had its own rules. Just like a disease, the money mania spread to every corner of the city. And the only real question was, how sick were you willing to get? The only clue I had to find Kashiwagi took me to an aquatic store. Tiny, lonely fish floating in dark water. I wasn't sure if I was at the right place. And then I was. I was used to underground gambling places, but this one felt different. The other ones seemed to know each other, and there was an eye on everything. Always. When Kashiwagi entered the room, I immediately felt sober. I had found him. That was easy. Getting my boss's money back? Not so much. The place was full of Yakuza guys, and I couldn't just walk up to Kashiwagi and accuse him of being a thief. Or could I? No. I realized that the only way to get the stolen money back was to win it back. I knew that to beat Kashiwagi, it wasn't going to be about the cards. It was about understanding the man. I was fascinated by Kashiwagi and his riches. This guy was living the Japanese dream, a life full of glamour and cash. I started looking deeper into Kashiwagi's business, and at a glance, the so-called Kashiwagi company appeared to be a legitimate real estate holding. But digging a little deeper, it seemed to be the center of some pretty shady activities. By following Kashiwagi's cash, suddenly I started to see Tokyo from a different perspective. The Yakuza ruled the center of Tokyo, and different players owned different parts of the city. And somehow, Kashiwagi was doing business with all of them. He built his own parallel system within the existing markets, and even politicians and authorities seemed to be under his power. Kashiwagi was like a disease spreading throughout the whole city, making Tokyo sick and sicker. I became obsessed with studying Kashiwagi's complex empire. He wasn't just a businessman and gambler. This man was a shark. And to win against him, I had to become a predator too. He was watching over his city, his playing field, his prey. It's not about the cards. It's not about the business. It's about understanding the man, thinking like him, acting like him, becoming him. Become him. Double or nothing. Kashiwagi was found dead in his office, brutally stabbed by a samurai sword. Everyone assumed that Kashiwagi had been killed by the Yakuza, but I knew his real enemy and murderer. Business will go on anyway. There will always be a winner on one side of the table and a loser on the other. Right? A man once told me that greed was a disease. I didn't know what he meant at the time. Now, I do.
White light and flowers, a pleasant dream. Only the controls me. Everything keeps going. Frozen, we'll all be dead. Does it make you smile? Creates a spot in your stomach. Eon and ebony, is it your final light? 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 Is it your final light?